What's up, guys? We're here on my little workshop table, which desperately needs to be cleaned off. I get around to it. Uh, right now, we're still enjoying a little bit of snow. Got some more snow coming in here on the East Coast, down here in Cleveland, Ohio. So we're expecting a little bit more snow. Nice. But this is a time for us to build. It's building time. So I got to work on the Horten. I stripped her down, did some stripping on the decals, and I even stripped the canopy off of the hatch. And one of the things I said I would do that I want to do is turn this into a camera platform. So I got my little mini cam here, and I cut a little hatch or a notch there, right in the cockpit area, and as you can see, that would make for some great pilot eye view pictures. Right there looking through the center glass. That would be beautiful. So, like I said, I stripped it down, stripped off the canopy, and I am going to have to replace this center glass here with some clear Lexan. Let me show you what I mean. See that? That is not clear. You're going to just mess up the pictures if you ever try taking any through there. So we're going to replace this with some clear Lexan. That way we get some nice, sharp, pretty pictures. Like I said, that'll make a great camera platform. Now, one of the things I said I was going to do is repaint this. But we got to do something about the paint that's already on here. Oh, the decals. Those decals, I still have to say, those are some of the nicest decals I've seen. I mean, they're almost seamless. I stripped off some. Turns out they seem to be like rubber. And they're almost seamless. So I can't save them. So what I'm going to do is just paint over them. I've already made a stencil so I can paint on some new decals when the paint job is done. I mean, it's not hard to paint the iron cross. It's black, white, all the lines are straight, so it should be real easy. That's what we're going to do. So trying to find some decals that size. I'm just going to go ahead and paint some on, which would be real good. Show you how to do that, okay? So anyway, getting back to the paint stripping. I checked out on YouTube some things about stripping paint off EPO foam. Our old buddy Steve at Killer Planes, in his segment of tips and tricks with the dirty hands, he showed how you can strip paint off EPO foam. Now you can either use some tape. This is what duct tape did to this, but that's going to be tedious and time consuming doing all that, and it really isn't thorough. So he did show how you can use lacquer thinner. We'll actually pull this off, but there's some things that you must do first before you use the lacquer thinner. Now, for a few places I went to look for lacquer thinner, they only sold it in gallons. And I really don't use lacquer thinner all that much. And I really didn't want a whole gallon of that stuff laying around for years. So I was at my local parts store, and this is the one that mixes paints. And I said, hey Jeff, I see you guys mix paint. How much is a small can of thinner? He said, well, if you need a small can, I can pour you a pint. And that's what he did. Poured me a nice little pint. And he only charged me $3.50 for it. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. So this is all I really need. I don't need no more, no big gallon. And so he poured me a pint, and this is what we got. Now, two things you must do first before even starting to strip off this paint. First of all, ventilation. Let me go over here and open a window. I don't want you guys to see me on YouTube passing out from breathing in thinner fumes. That'll be kind of embarrassing. And another thing, my hands are weather beaten. I'm not a lotion guy. But my hands are weather beaten, so I got a lot of little cuts on them. Therefore the rubber gloves. Because even more embarrassing is you guys seeing me cry on YouTube because my hands are burning. And the last thing is, well, you got to test it, regardless of what plane you have and what you're using to strip. Always test out the thinner first. You got to make sure it doesn't eat up the foam. If you ever seen that happen, it's not good. When I first started dealing with these foam planes, that's exactly what I did. Got some paint, and it just ate the crap up out of the plane. So, using some paper towels, pop open your thinner, find a spot that is insignificant, like somewhere inside the hatch, you know, someplace that won't show on the outside. That can be easily repaired or sloppily repaired from the inside. So we got the bottle on the hatch here. We're going to take some of this lacquer thinner. We're going to put it right here. Dab some there. Now let's watch and see what happens. Make sure that it doesn't attack the foam. And it doesn't look like it is. It's just running off. If anything, it's taking the shine out of it, which is no problem. But it's not attacking the foam, which is good. So now that leaves us with the next step. We're going to take a dab, wet our little tissue here. Whoa. Look at that. Oh man, it's coming right off. That's easier than stripping it with the paint, with the tape, like you're waxing. That's coming right off. Get another towel. Now that is looking good. Now that's going to make for a good surface to prime. With all that old paint gone, it'll make for a good surface to prime. I'm not too worried about this cockpit area. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to be painting that. We'll leave that just as it is. Save us a little paint. Oh, that is coming off so nice. Oh yeah. I gotta get some more paper towels. I didn't realize this was my last roll. I usually go to Dollar General and get some nice paper towels. They got a big roll for $1. And there's 3 in there. So that way it keeps the expense of the shop down. By utilizing, oh wow, look at that. That's coming out even better than I had planned. I mean, look how clean that's coming out. Wow, look at that. That is so freaking clean. So this is the way to go, guys, if you want to give your plane a new paint job. If you have a plane that is made of EPO foam, you want a safe way to strip off the paint without damaging the foam, this is the way to go. Lacquer thinner. I'm sure some of you guys who paint or whatever have some in your garage or laying around, whatever, but look how clear that is. Now that'll make a good That'll be great for a nice base coat. So I'm going to take it to the sink and wash it off when I finish here. But that'll make a great base to start a whole new paint job. So, woo! And that stuff stinks to high heaven too. But yeah, that's all you do. Now I'm going to go ahead and strip down the rest of the wing. And hopefully I get back with you guys and making another video. Because then I'm gonna get some primer. I'm gonna give it a nice light priming. I'm gonna mask everything and give it a nice light priming. I didn't pull that turn off. I didn't want to fool with it. I'm just gonna mask it over and mask everything here. Then we're gonna give this a nice priming, nice light primer. Shouldn't have to worry about something heavy. But look at that. That is so clean, almost as clean as the bottom. So if you want to strip down your old paint, this is the way to go. Then you give it a nice new durable paint job. I hope my paints last. I should go to the parts store. I was thinking about doing this. I got some flat tan here, and this is flat brown. So I was looking over that paint job again. Let me close this up. I don't want to knock it over. Always secure it. I was looking over that paint job again for the on that 109 that was in my book, and it's a light tan, which is good. That's going to be the main color. But I'm looking at it again. I'm looking at it. I said maybe I ought to add some camouflage, something to give it some definition. So I turned out I had some light brown here. Or it's not light. Is it light brown? It's flat brown, which is good. So I'm thinking of going ahead and putting some camouflage in this. German camouflage is easy because you had a lot of sharp edges. You didn't have to have that swivel or with the phasing in and phasing out like you had with the Allied planes. But it was a lot easier, so I can just take some tape, stretch it out, pack it down just like it is, and blast it. And it would have been it'll be real easy. But I think that'll come out nice instead of just using the flat tan, and it still give us that desert paint job. So. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and strip this down, and depending on how soon I can get it done, I just may make you guys another video. So, in the meantime, have fun, and we'll see you later.